do a short training session, driving on the road. It's super 10. I got a student here with us. I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but his name is Ozzy. You find him in San Bernardino. So he just took his switch off to go into 5. Switch on for 6. Accelerate, let go of the gas and accelerate again. Boom. Switch off. Going into 7. So you went neutral, right, and then up. So he stayed in 7 because of his traffic conditions. When we get to an intersection, we have to look right, oncoming, and left, plus our 2 mirrors. So again, he took off on 3rd, then he flipped the switch. I switched off, back for 5th, on for 6th, off, neutral, right up for 7. Anytime you see a pedestrian like that, a cycle or anybody, you have to switch lanes, otherwise you will fail. So he's gonna turn on he honked because he saw a yellow light, which is the safest or the safe thing to do. He's expected. He went on to 8 by flipping the switch forward. You let go the accelerator so that the switch engages. Turn the switch off. You go into 9th manually. See? Right and down for 9th. Now it's gonna wait for proper conditions to flip the switch. Going into 10. There you go. So it's accelerating. It's gonna let go the accelerator, and then the gear's gonna grab and accelerate again. So as we're coming down the road, it's a green light, then becomes yellow. He can choose to whether downshift right there from 10 to 9 by flipping the switch and stop on gear. You cannot stop on neutral. So you come to the stop quickly, you go to your 3rd gear right away before the line changes, just like that. So you don't have a delay. So you have to look both ways again for your traffic check. 4th just went in, flip the switch off, going to 5 by going straight down, flip up for 6, flip off for 7, switch on for 8, switch off, manually going to 9, staying in 9. It's not gonna go any higher because there's a well, there was a red light, now it became green. So it's gonna try to do a switch downshift by flipping the switch on and sticking 8.
And back down to 7.
And then he flipped the switch back to go into 7 to make a right turn. Our turn should be deep into the center and then right, a sharp right. So he took off on 7th and then he went into 8 by flipping the switch up. There's a red light, so he flipped the switch down so that it goes back to 7. So he could safely take off from here if the light was to turn green again. So we get to the intersection, we have to look both ways. We look to the right, look to the center, look to the left, checking for traffic, and your 2 mirrors as you go. He's ready to go. He just set up for 3rd. It's taking off. He's gonna flip the switch there for 4th. Let go the accelerator, accelerate, flip the switch down or off. So going to 4, 5, and then 6 by flipping the switch forward, off. Is going to the right and then up for 7, and switch for 8. You have to look both ways when you're crossing an intersection. Again, that was the yellow light. We're supposed to honk. Now switch to the lane to the right. So you have to double check any line changes. Have to be a double check. You have to double check when your line change when you're switching lanes. He's gonna get ready to make a right. So he can turn on 7 or 8. In this case, he's on green, so he's gonna do a downshift by going into 8 and then possibly going into 7 as he turns. His hands have to be on the wheel when you turn, otherwise you can get a point deducted for that. You have to accelerate and then stick it into 8 with the switch up. A turn, and he's taking off on 7 because he was moving. Flip the switch to go into 8. Flip the switch off to go into 9. Nine goes with the switch off, coming down from 8. Neutral, then right, down. So we're coming down, we're on the 8th gear. There's a yellow light. You can choose to stop on that gear. Just gotta get to the light quickly. Set up your 3rd gear again. Do your traffic check. So right here is gonna go into 3rd. Ensuring the switch is off. He's gonna do his double check or his traffic check. Make sure that there is nothing blocking the traffic. So it's taking off on 3rd. Switch goes up or forward. Accelerates and then let's go the accelerator off. Back for 5. On for 6. Off to go into 7. On. 8. So it's gonna set up for 3rd because we had to stop. So 3 goes in, switch is off. We're ready to move forward whenever traffic allows. Anytime you stop, you're supposed to do a traffic check. You check your mirrors. So taking off on 3rd. Accelerate, switch goes forward or 4th. Go into a higher gear because there's a red light. So again, we get to a traffic check. We put it on 3rd. We check right, oncoming traffic, left, and your 2 mirrors. Because there could be a potential of incurring into a traffic check violation. And when you're making a turn, you have to make sure that your hands go back on the wheel. And you do 3 traffic checks as you start the turn, in the middle of the turn, and as you complete the turn. green light to go on a left turn. We're taking off on third. Switch goes forward to go into fourth. Checking traffic. Switch goes back for fifth. And again, the hands have to go on the wheel. That was a yellow light. That was why we had to honk. Switch goes off to go into seventh. Switch goes up for eighth. Off to go into ninth. Traffic checks, left and right as we go through it. Using our waist, double check, just like you check your mirrors when it's nighttime and it's raining. You have to double check your line changes. Gonna make a left, so you flip the switch off. We're going to a stop, so we're gonna be quick at setting up for third. Perform our proper traffic check again. So third goes into position, switch is off, traffic checks are done, we're ready to go. Engage, accelerate, push the switch forward for fourth, off, going to 5, 6, 7, on for 8, off to set up for 9, 9 goes in. Going down, we're supposed to do some kind of a downshift right there. So we accelerate the vehicle as we push the gear into place for 7. We came to a full stop, so we're going to go into third. So we can wait for traffic to go through. It's critical that we watch for traffic. If vehicles are coming your way and they're going to get to where you are before you finish crossing the road or the intersection, you could be disqualified for blocking the traffic. So might as well just wait. We're taking off on third, switch goes on for fourth. Switch goes off for 5. Accelerate. Switch goes on for 6. To a full stop, we put it on third. This is Ozzy. Sorry ladies, he's married, so don't call me about his number. And we appreciate the help that he provided today.